Now I am with Miss Shilpa. She is an lecturer of journalism students. First of all, thank you so much for your valuable time. We can start with this question. What is fake news?
Well, fake news, like name says, it's a kind of news that are either entirely not true or the facts of the news are highly twisted. Some kind of it's a fake news.
Why is fake news a big problem?
Well, with that easy access to internet, one type of people can literally write or say anything which may or may not be true. The real problem lies when the other set of people starts believing these fake news are real news and completely trusting the sources no matter what and uh, what it says. Trusting the source is much needed action than scenario, as there can be a number of people literally writing anything and blindly believing it's a big mistake. As a lecturer, I always teach my students to first search for the authenticity of the sources and then only they can report it. Nowadays, journalism is a way are actually changing because of the social media influence. And of course, the influencers have a high hold on people that media personal and speculations of fake news, if endorsed by social media influencers, then the news become automatically true, even without knowing the facts.
Does the current situation of journalism change the way you teach your students at the university?
Not really, but yes, in some aspects of my teaching, it has changed to adopt the ways of modern era. Well, there's another one thing I specifically teach my students, especially it's always check the facts and then proceed with the news. Because the credibility is the most important thing there in the world of journalism, and everybody has to confirm it. Perspective is something that's really important in journalism world, and each person is different and different in when they start to narrate the incident they saw. It's important to understand the fake news versions of the stories and act it on it accordingly. On top of that, as a lecturer, I always teach my students to understand the data received from the internet either could be fake or real. So they actually have to do some kind of source checking just to make sure the credibility. So, in my opinion, yes, my teaching has changed a little bit over the years because the core teaching and teaching methods, even though it remains the same, we have to adhere to the new facts.
So, let me ask you this. For a journalism student, what exactly is the best practice? Either to make number of mistakes and learn from it or to learn the correct method from the get to go.
Well, experience as well as academic knowledge matters. No, there are many people in the journalism field that doesn't even have a degree yet, so do their job really well. It's an experience that enhances the capability of the person significantly, and I personally know people that learn what it is to be a journalist and receiving training on the job. As a person, as a personal note, I if I was hiring people for journalism, I would only go with the people that has NCTJ accreditation and qualification. It's just one of the job training which is very important for the journalism people, so that they can learn more about the matters.